Yo guys, what's up? I got more free plays for you guys for the games on Wednesday. I'm super excited for this video because I have seen all the comments, I've seen all the DMs of what everybody wants me to do on this channel as of the last week or two. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is what everybody has been asking me to do. So we're doing it all in this video. What I mean by that is we're going all the way back up to 4 free picks in this video, and we're going to split it up between the NBA and MLB. So I have 2 NBA picks, 2 MLB picks for the games on Wednesday. So make sure to drop a like on this video, guys, especially if you like this format. Let me know in the comments down as well if you want me to keep doing NBA and MLB videos all into one. So let me know in the comments and make sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. I post these free pick videos for you guys every single day. And as the NBA season slows down, we're going to ramp it up in the MLB as well, obviously. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. Before we get into the plays today, guys, whether you're an NBA fan or an MLB fan, it doesn't matter. We're all watching this video because we want to make some money sports betting today on Wednesday. I have literally a guaranteed way for you to make money, or at least the closest you can get to guaranteed money when it comes to sports betting. So listen up to this advice. It's going to take 2 minutes to explain and 5 minutes for you to do. So if you look at these two maps right here for chalkboard and sleeper, if you live in any one of these colored states on these maps right here, that means you could download the sleeper, chalkboard, and parlay play apps. All these purple states on this map as well are all brand new states, so I know none of you guys have the chalkboard app. I know a ton of you guys, probably everyone watching this video, doesn't have the parlay play app. It's a little bit more under the radar, but all 3 of these apps are very good. I use them every single day. They have really good lines, they have really good payouts, and for MLB and NBA especially, they have better lines and payouts than Prizepicks anyway. But what I'm trying to get at is I will leave the links down below for these apps in the description of this video. But when you download these apps right away, it asks you for a promo code. Make sure to type in code GHOST before you deposit, or just use the links down below and it will do it for you. But as long as you either use the links or type in code GHOST before you deposit, all 3 of these apps will give you a $100 deposit match, and then Sleeper and Chalkboard will both give you a free square for this game today on Wednesday. So again, make sure to go get on either Sleeper, Chalkboard, or Parlay Play, or even all 3 if you want. You could literally take it's going to take you like 5, maybe 10 minutes to set up. And again, if you get on all 3 apps, you could get up to $300 for completely free and 2 free squares. If you start off today on Wednesday, whether you're betting on, it doesn't matter what sport you're betting on. If you're starting Wednesday off with $300 for free and 2 free plays, you're almost guaranteed to make money. You would literally have to try to lose money at that point. That is such a head start. It's such an advantage. So make sure to take advantage of that. Again, links are down below. You just have to make sure you use code GHOST before you deposit. You can't go back and change it afterwards, and then you won't get the free money. You won't get the free plays. So make sure to type in code GHOST before you deposit so you could take advantage of the free money and the free plays. Taking advantage of that stuff on all these different apps is literally how I made my first couple thousands of dollars sports betting. So highly, highly recommend it. Could not recommend it enough. Again, those links are all down below in the description. Just make sure to use code GHOST. But let's hop into the plays today for these games on Wednesday. So we're going to start off in the NBA first, and we're going to go straight to Rudy Gobert. So we're going to be taking Rudy Gobert's under at PRA right here at, I believe, 17 it was set at. Right here, yeah. So it's PRA under 17. If you don't know what he's been doing in the playoffs, but especially against OKC, he has not been playing great. So the reason I love this play, if you look at what he's done against OKC in these first 4 games of the series, he only had 6, 15, 16 under in the first 3 games. This last game, he played really well and had 25 PRA. However, he's also played them one time earlier in the regular season. He went under there as well. So out of the 5 times he has played OKC so far this season, he has gone under 17 PRA in 4 of those 5 games. So I just think the line in general is way too high, but especially this game right here, OKC could put them away in this game. If they win this game, they move on. Obviously, Timberwolves are down 3-1 in this series. So if they lose this game, their season's over. I pretty much am certain they're giving up. And I don't like to say that because realistically, they're not actually giving up. But if they get down by 10, 15, 20 early in the third quarter, they're going to be putting their heads down. Anthony Edwards might not. He might still go drop 40. You never know with that guy. But guys like Rudy Gobert, they're not going to get as much playing time. They're going to be put on the bench. They're going to have their heads down. And Rudy Gobert specifically should not play very many minutes in this game. I really do think this is going to be a blowout. I think OKC is going to absolutely kill them in this game. And if they do, and he doesn't get at least 25 minutes in this game, then he should have zero chance of going over 17 PRA. It's on the road. He plays way worse on the road. He gets way less minutes on the road. He just plays worse in general. I don't really see a world where Rudy Gobert on the road is going to save Minnesota and get them this win. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx it, but I think you guys can agree with me. On the road, obviously a must-win elimination game for Minnesota. I don't see Rudy Gobert stepping up in that game. And honestly, I see him not only not stepping up, I see him playing really bad. The first game on the road at OKC, he had 6 PRA. If you guys don't know, OKC is not only the best defense in the entire league this season, they're one of the best defenses we have seen in a very long time in the history of NBA. Stats back that up, everything. But specifically against centers, they are literally the best defense in the entire league against centers this year. So really tough matchup, really high line for Rudy Gobert. I think that line is just way too high at 17 PRA, especially coming off of that really good game. They bumped that line because he had a good game. I think he's going to go way under this game. So under 17 PRA for Rudy Gobert to kick that off. The next play we have for the NBA is going to be Jaylen Williams, and we're going to be taking him over his 3-point attempts at, I believe, 4.5 right here. So 4.5 3-point attempts. This is one of those lines that is just way too low. Honestly, it doesn't have a whole lot to do with the matchup or, the game situation. It really just comes down to this is just a bad line at 4.5. The guy has gone over this line. I believe he's played 15 playoff games so far this season. He's gone over in 11 of those 15 playoff games. He goes over 4.5 3-point attempts basically every single game. I mean, he's going over at about an 80% rate. 4.5 is way too low for him. He just took 9 3-pointers last game. You could see in this series, he has gone over 3 of these 4 games. I expect another game here at home, elimination game. He should be able to put them away in this game. Go over 4.5 3-point attempts. There's really not much to say about that. He's going over this line again, like 80% of the time in the playoffs so far this year. So we're just going to continue to ride that. If they ever keep putting him up at 4.5 3-point attempts, we're just going to continue to ride that and take the over every single time that they put that up. So we're taking him over 4.5 threes right there, especially when he played really good last game. I think he's going to come into this game with a lot of confidence and keep shooting the ball, and he honestly should do that. So hopefully he does and goes over 4.5. Now, transitioning over to the MLB, sorry, excuse me, guys. Going over to the MLB, when in doubt, bet against the Rockies. They are one of, if not the worst MLB team I have pretty much ever seen or at least kept track of. They are so bad. Their pitchers, all their starting pitchers, horrible. All their relief pitchers, horrible. Their outfield, horrible. They give up a ton of runs. They lose every game. They are really, really bad. Every single day, like I said, when in doubt, go against the Rockies. We're going to be taking Suzuki over his fantasy score against the Rockies in this game. You could see what he's been doing recently. He had 30 fantasy score, 9, 30. These last 2 games against Colorado, he had 7 and then 5. I would be absolutely shocked, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. I would be shocked if he plays the Rockies 3 games in a row and goes under 7.5 fantasy score all 3 games. He missed the last 2 games. One of these games he has to go over. The Rockies are that bad. Their pitchers are that bad. We're taking him over 7.5 fantasy score and hoping that he could actually bounce back here and go over that line right there. Pretty much every single day, I like taking at least one hitter to go over their fantasy score against the Rockies. Today, I'm choosing Suzuki to do that. So we're taking him over 7.5 fantasy score. And then we're also going to be taking the pitcher going against him over on his runs allowed or, hits allowed. You could really do either one you want. But the pitcher he's going against is Gordon. I don't think they have him up yet. They do. Okay, so perfect. This is good. They have him up. We're going to be taking him over again. Like I said, you could do earned runs allowed or you can do hits allowed. It's probably going to be a goblin either way. I'm probably just going to do over on 4.5 hits allowed. You could see what he's been doing recently. He played 2 games so far this season. He gave up 9 hits and then 5 hits against the Cubs. He should definitely give up at least 5 hits again in this game. That's a pretty easy play right there. Again, like I said, though, you could go over on earned runs if you want at 2.5. I don't hate that line, but I'm taking him over at 4.5 hits allowed. Obviously, on top of that, it's a correlated play. If he gives up at least 5 hits, Suzuki should hopefully get at least one of those. So I like that play right there. So that's going to be the 4 plays I have for you guys for today on Wednesday in the NBA and the MLB. Again, make sure to drop a like on this video, especially if you like the NBA and MLB, videos all into one. Make sure to drop a like and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I post these free pick videos for you every day, so make sure to subscribe. And before we get out here, guys, I'm going to remind you one more time, it doesn't matter what sport you're betting on. You want free money? There's free money right here. You take 5 minutes, get parlay play, get chalkboard, get sleeper. Again, all their lines and payouts are way better than Prizepicks anyway. They're all basically the same app. It just takes 5 minutes. You put code GHOST in before you deposit some money, and you get that huge deposit match. And then chalkboard and sleeper will both give you a free square as well. But all those links are down below in the description of this video. Just make sure to have that code in before you deposit so you actually get the free money and free plays. Otherwise, you don't get it and you can't go back and change it. And so many people mess that up and don't get the free money, and it sucks. So make sure you do that correctly. But other than that, guys, these are the 4 plays I have for you for the games today on Wednesday. Good luck with all your picks, and I'll catch you next video.